what's up YouTube? ODST General back again, and we're going to playing some US Army mod here today. I hate these. Hate these so much. Okay, so we're already off to a call that's going to be crazy. High value terrorists are always really bad, at least in the sense that there's almost always mass chaos and casualties involved in these sorts of calls. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll pretty much everything we have to deal with this. Call isn't too far from the fire department and the medics, so we'll probably just keep them stationed at the hospital and fire department respectively until this call is dealt with properly, or until such time that they're needed. No, you guys aren't doing this right here. You go first. I've got my tank scouting ahead here, so hopefully, if there's any ambushes, which fingers crossed there's not, then the tank will, suck up any sort of damage that we might have to worry about taking. That being said, too, should probably have my own fire truck on standby up here, just so that if something does go down, they're staged not too far away to not to worry, about having to not be able to react. Not sure where this is going to come from. I'm kind of wary about using my tank in such an environment because it could potentially cause more damage than it might stop. So we're going to have to be pretty careful about this. We're going to park our vehicles a little bit further away. Just so that we don't have to risk them getting damaged at all. Okay.
Listen up. Move it. Gear up, soldiers. Listen up.
So this is going to be our command team here.
Fire at will.
And we're going to have weapons on the ready.
Listen up. Move it. Yes, sir.
So I think I'll work my way around clockwise here. Nothing suspicious. That's good.
Yes, sir. Gear up, soldiers. Go. Listen up.
All right, you can head in there.
Move it. Listen up. Gear up, yes, soldiers. Listen up.
All right, another building is clear. That one's clear as well.
Move it.
Gonna move these guys up.
Soldiers.
It's gonna be the last house I check. You never know. It could be the first one. It could be the last one. I have a bad feeling it's actually gonna be this house here on the corner. Just because it's on the edge of the map, it's kind of an inconvenient place.
Gear up,
Nothing
soldiers.
suspicious, that's good. Nothing suspicious, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gear up, soldiers. Gear up, soldiers. Go.
So we'll start searching the next 3 buildings here. I don't want to search too many at one time just because I don't want to commit all my troops to searching buildings only to find that we discover the high value target when the ambush hits, because there's always an ambush with these sort of calls. I've never seen it where it's just like one high value target and then that's it. You just arrest him and things good. So we found him.
Gear up, soldiers.
Okay, so this is why we staged our fire truck nearby.
Alright, let's move. Let's play ball.
Gear up, soldiers. Go.
Oh, they all survived that, huh? That was stupid. That was my own fault, though, really. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that it had a top-mount water cannon.
Listen up. Go.
Okay, drop that.
Go.
Drop that. Let's get the engines out of here. You can return to headquarters since the fire's out. You disconnect your attack line. And let's get the ambulances in here.
Alright, let's move.
Feel like I should have more than 3 firefighters.
Yes, sir.
Well, at any rate, we need to get the medics over here, so I want to get him into the striker, get this guy over here to start treating my living infantry.
Listen up. Gear up, soldiers. Yes, sir.
Alright, so treat my guys first. Please and thank you.
Yes, sir. Listen up.
Get up here, start treating those turds.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you guys can all, disarm
Yes,
yourselves.
sir. Yes, sir.
You can move on to this guy since he's stabilized.
Listen up.
He's stabilized now too, so you can move on up.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and since we're waiting on him to heal that guy, you can move on over this way and start getting these people into the ambulances. So I did take 2 casualties. If I'd been smart about it, I wouldn't have taken any. Unfortunately, I moved my guys too close to the fire, and that's what caused those. The one guy was injured after finding the H.V.T,
Gear up, soldiers.
and I tried to keep him away from it, but when I selected all my guys, I pulled him into.
Listen up.
It was a mistake. Unfortunately, it was a pretty rookie one. But I was just trying to expedite things and, get those guys before they took out one of the fire trucks.
Listen up.
Speaking of which, I need to look back at the base and see how that's actually doing, because
Yes, sir.
they got a fair number of shots into it.
Gear up, soldiers.
Yeah. It's not a big deal. Okay, so you get over here. I want to have you start treating these guys as well.
Gear up, soldiers. Listen up. Yes, sir.
And
Move it. Yes, sir.
should be set to go here in just a minute then. Alright, the ambulance is loaded, nobody on board. This one's got 3 patients on board, and it's all set to go. So we're going to get these guys to the hospital.
Gear up,
Um,
soldiers.
I think we're all treated up as far as the infantry go. Oh, wait, no, this guy still needs to be treated. I could do it back at base, but at this point I might as well just do it here.
Listen up. Move it.
Let's play ball.
We're going to get these guys back to headquarters as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, so he's good.
Yes, sir.
Get these 4 back into the MRAP. Take our 2 patients back to base with us. And what we're going to do is get 2 recruits to replace the guys we lost.
Listen up.
Ah, shoot, I knew there was a firefighter missing. Oh well, that's fine. He's close. What was he doing there? Just hanging out in some random spot. I guess that's not too far from where that truck was. I'd noticed that red dot was kind of out of place, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Should have actually investigated sooner. Not that it matters, because obviously we didn't complete in time in anyways. That actually, they must not have hit this. Oh yeah, that's right, I think it's got down medic repair in that bay too. Alright, cool. Well, we just gotta wait on the MRAP then. Get these guys inside once they get there. So, I mean, as far as those H.V.T calls go, that one actually went pretty well. Normally those get really crazy. You know, and you guys have seen that in my past videos. If this isn't the first one you've watched, of course, you'll have seen that these H.V.T calls are always crazy because there's always a fire. There's always guys that'll pop out in a group with weapons. You know, plus you just tend to get ambushed on, you know, a fair bit. You can get it. Okay. Army vehicle ambushed. So what we're going to want to do is roll local fire. We don't want to get them too close yet, so the vehicle's down what, this road here, this next one down, this one.
All right, let's move.
So we're going to stage them there. We're going to roll our medics, our MRAP, and our Bradley tank.
All right, let's move.
And then we'll roll this guy afterwards. So let's get you guys out of here, get you in order. You can pretty much roll up on scene right away,
All right, let's move.
because I want you stopping any potential ambushes en route, and you'll trigger them.
Repositioning.
Smart though, I just used the Bradley as a transport. And there it is. There's the other shoe. There's a lot of guys in this ambush. I don't know how he died, but okay. I think his buddy shot him in the back.
All right, let's move.
So, there's a lot of guys, so I'm gonna roll the ambulances down here. Really? That would have been really bad had I not rolled the Bradley tank first. Right at that intersection there, all those vehicles and civilians around. Truck looks fully engulfed, but we'll see here. I'm not going to screw around at this point. There's already been huge losses, so we're just going to kill everybody. The vast majority of these guys have already died.
Alright, let's move. Repositioning. Alright, let's move.
That was my bad. Just kind of worried that might have been an issue. I should have taken precautions there, but too late. I blame the Bradley tank for that, for going the long way around. Alright, get out of my way, head back to base. So my first priority is my own guys, but with that being said, these guys are already on scene. They can start treating down here.
Go!
Hmm.
Move it!
Alright, let's move.
Gear up, soldiers!
Alright, you get there, extricate that guy.
Yes, sir! Gear up! Yes, sir!
Get prepped to take care of our other soldier once he pops out of there.
Yes, sir! Move it!
You can head back to the truck. And then once he's in, we'll get that towed away. We're obviously not going to meet the time goal on this. This is more than a 5-minute cleanup on this.
Gear up, soldiers! Yes, sir!
As was expected, there's going to be heavy casualties having used that tank.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Okay, he's dead. Oh, we do have a live one here, though. That's a shock.
Gear
Oh.
up, soldiers!
Oh, no, just one live one. Is it just 4 guys? 5 guys? Maybe we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Move it! Yes, sir!
Okay, so we've got 1 person left to transport. He's almost healed up anyway, so that'll work out perfectly. This guy can dump the body in there, get out, and head back to the hospital.
Go! Yes, sir!
Alright. Alright, so where does that leave these guys here? They should be fully healed.
Alright, let's move.
Get these guys back out here so they can start helping transport people into the ambulances. Just for the fact that you've got the only living person, we're gonna have you go back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys can start checking out these other patients here. I need you guys to load up our wounded into the striker.
Listen up.
Both these people are alive because they were hit by rifles, not by the tank, so...
Repositioning.
Okay,
Gear up, soldiers. Yes, sir.
so that's going to be a second here, but these guys will transport them into the striker, and then we can start loading up on the ambulances when they get here.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Go.
that should be good enough. You can move over here.
Listen up. Move it.
Likewise, that should be okay by now.
Gear up, soldiers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's deceased? Okay.
Yes, sir. Go. Gear up.
You guys got both head back. We've got our other medics on scene. And the infantry can start loading these guys up into the ambulances.
Yes, sir. Move it.
And we'll roll the second ambulance down now to help treat these other patients. Provided any of them are actually alive at this point. Keep in mind they are all hit by the Bradley tanks, so there's a good probability that that's not the case.
Gear up, soldiers. Go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go.
Okay, you get that guy. Oh. Didn't mean to do that.
Go.
Wait, somebody's still alive.
Gear up, soldiers. Listen up. Yes, sir. Move it. Listen up.
I don't know if we have any more victims left.
Yes, sir. Gear up, soldiers. Move it. Gear up, soldiers. Yes, sir. Move it. Move it.
Yeah. Set the freaking patient down. So this guy's pretty heavily wounded, but he is alive, so we're gonna need to treat him pretty quickly though if we want to save him.
Yes, sir. Move it. Go. Listen up. Move it. Go. Yes, sir.
Okay, head back.
Listen up. Move it. Gear up, soldiers.
Now we're just gonna throw it in the fast forward here. You know, play your Benny Hill, whatever you guys need to. Yeah, that's circus music I'm thinking of. I know that's not how Benny Hill goes. Okay, that should be good enough.
Go.
You get in there,
Go. Yes, sir.
drop him off, head over there, head back to the hospital, and head back to base. Should be all good to go. We haven't used the local policing, you'll notice. You know, local police are nice because they're up here in the city, so they can respond a lot faster than I can mobilize troops, and they've never seen them get ambushed. I don't know if they do, but they're nowhere near as well equipped. I'm not just talking about raw firepower, but you know, the U.S. infantry get flashbangs and they get all sorts of tools. These guys get spike strips, and I don't know what sort of use that is. Active shooters. Let's roll again. It's real fast. Turn around here. Shouldn't need a whole lot for these guys in theory. So I'm just gonna roll the MRAP and the striker. Park them down the road here. We are actually going to roll the police here, just for the additional handcuffs. Water, good stuff. For right now, until our guys get ready to go, just redirect traffic for a few minutes here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, surprised we didn't get ambushed on the way up here. I only see 2 people with a weapon, but I think we're just gonna try to arrest whatever we can. Nope.
Gear up, soldiers. Go. Gear up, soldiers. Move it. Yes, sir. Gear up, soldiers.
Effective flashbang, not really. You know, that almost felt too easy, really. I mean, that's even with the flashbang not working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go. Yes, sir. Move it.
Well, I guess that's that call. I mean, I really expected that to be much harder than it was. And that was a cakewalk. It actually makes me kind of worried about what I might run into on the way back to base. Nothing. Wow, yeah, that was just as easy as it seemed at first. They keep getting stuck on this freaking striped car here. Okay. Mission completed. I think it's the first mission this video that's been completed on time. Army vehicle got into a one-sided accident. Let's roll the fire department first.
Alright, let's move. Alright, let's move.
And then we'll want these guys, the MRAP, and our flatbed to go out there.
Alright, let's move. Let's play ball.
Oh, duh, I got my screen minimized on accident. Let's get some water on there to cool it down. Start treating that guy. I don't think these firefighters have the capability to get the jaws of life, but we'll see. Oh, maybe they do. Oh, way cool. Okay. I still need the flatbed at any rate, just to be able to go ahead and remove this truck, so it's not a big deal that I dispatched it. And we'll need our actual medics to transport the guys, so you know, even sending these units of our own that are coming up here wasn't a huge waste. Just still needed escort, so the MRAP made sense to bring.
Let's play ball. Repositioning.
Gear up, soldiers.
Alright, go around the long way and prepare to transport that.
Listen up.
Get one soldier to come up here and get ready to transport these guys. And I think this will be our last call for the video, guys. We're at about 30 minutes here, give or take a minute. So once these guys are back in the base, we're going to save up, and that'll be that.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and since our own EMS are on scene, we're just going to go ahead and send these guys back to the hospital.
Listen up.
He really took the long way around, didn't he?
Listen up. Yes, sir. Move. Listen up. Go.
Okay, head back to headquarters.
Listen up. Move.
And I think we're going to be clear on that then, so just about done then in that case. Just need to get the MRAP out of here. I don't know what he's doing here. He's got part way and then stopped. Thank you, flatbed truck. Alright guys, well that's a video. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Keep commenting in the videos, that's always helpful. That always keeps me going on this, and it's always appreciated, guys. Alright, thanks for tuning in.